Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
Hello everybody, welcome to it. We're connected.
What's up? We
Mixo,
connected.
Are you connected?
I think I'm connected. I can hear you. Yeah, I'm connected.
Oh yes. Welcome to it. This is the Geeks Connect radio show with myself, Tiyani.
And Mixo here. It's been great. We're back.
Yeah, you are back.
Yeah, well, we're back. We were not here yesterday.
Oh yes.
We are back, and we were here last week. So technically, we are back. Unless if you stayed here the whole week.
Anyway, this is the show that connects you to the geeks out there, to the users, to the industry leaders, innovation platforms, structures, tools to make sure that you are accelerating in the thing that you do. You know, doing the thing that you do. Mixo, are you good, man? What's been happening in your life?
Geez, it's been quite busy. Going up and down, doing a whole bunch of stuff. I was in Soweto for most parts of last week with the, the Gauteng Township Economic Business Week. So yeah, we're just basically, doing social media for the event. And besides that, doing some stuff with Startup Grind. And one of the things that we'll probably talk about later on, if not at some other time, the SAB Hackathon. Johannesburg Hackathon happening next month in July. It's going to be quite interesting. So yeah, I've been up to quite a lot of stuff, but glad to be back. T, what's up, man?
Yeah, man. I was in Durban with the French embassy. God bless the French, huh?
Must be nice, hey, traveling. Actually, you're lying to us. You're not just in Durban, dude. You've been traveling for like the whole month. Durban, Cape Town, Kimberley. When you going to Limpopo? People are asking.
Yes, so we are going to Limpopo officially 10 to 14 July. We are hosting the VECWEC program in Homo. It's going to be exciting.
Wait, say that again so people can hear, because people have been on a case. Why aren't you coming to Limps? So say that again so people can hear.
The Geek Culture Vacation Work program in Limpopo is going to be taking place in Homo from the 10th until the 14th of July, and it's going to be an exciting one. But besides that, I've been in Durban for the past week, doing some stuff there with the Open Government Partnership, engaging youth in things of open data, things of open democracy, things of open governance. And today,
important people, they don't deal with us people on the ground. It's government. French embassy. This and this and this. Hey, must be nice, ne?
Yeah.
All the way from Limpopo to government. Must be nice.
Anyway, so today we actually invited the chairperson of the Open Government Civil Society, and is going to be talking to us on what are the opportunities for the youth out there and what you can get up to. I'm looking forward to that interview with Mr. Mukelani Dimba. He doesn't like it when I call him sir, but we'll be having him on the show today, and it's going to be an interesting one.
And he's been tweeting quite a lot, which basically he's got a head start. So shout out to you, sir, out there, and to the rest of you guys that are, you can join the conversation on social media. I'm going to be preaching it the whole day. Social media, use the hashtag GeeksConnect, and let's get talking. Let us know what you guys are up to. I mean, you guys are doing some pretty cool stuff out there. Let us know. Join the convo.
Yeah. So you know what we always do in this show? We always try to see where's the tech ecosystem, where's the world going? Are we winning in terms of the digital migration process? Are we winning in terms of writing our own digital footprint? And there have been a lot of things happening in the tech world. Firstly, there was the Google I.O. Yeah, so the Google I.O. is an event that happens every year. It's like the Consumer Electronics Show. Consumer Electronics Show is one of the biggest events, one of the biggest shows in the world that deals with brands and companies coming to say that this is what we have, this is the new technologies that we are bringing into the market and so forth. So the Google I.O. also have that kind of setup where Google reveals some of the technologies within the Google products and services. And some of the interesting thing, obviously, we know that the Android O is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Android O is coming up, and we're really excited. Well, the beta version is coming out, and you can start playing around with it. And one of the key things that was announced at the Google I/O Extended is that Android now have over 2 billion active users every month.
Jeez, that's quite a lot, man.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot. 2 billion users, active users.
Yes.
Jeez.
You must remember also Facebook has reached like of 1 billion active usage as well.
So,
which is quite exciting.
So interesting thing about the Facebook one, what you're talking about, I saw it last night. They say Facebook, basically, if it was a country, it will be the country with the most people. If Facebook was a country. So I just need to follow up on that image that I saw. I'll put it up for you guys. So you can actually check it. But yeah, it's quite interesting, the Android stuff. But the interesting thing about it is, as much as you're talking about 2 billion active users, Apple still dominates the market in terms of their revenue. That's quite interesting.
Apple's market share is still very, very big. And of course, Apple also hosted their WWDC event.
Yeah.
It's been happening for the past couple of days, and there are a lot of things that are being revealed in there. Siri has been improved, so Siri can now identify your speech much better. And one of the things that was revealed with Siri for devices is that it can now translate your speech into different languages.
That's quite good. It's good to see Siri finally coming and improving. I mean, it's been struggling for a while, in my opinion. But I still think Google still tops it when it comes to that voice recognition.
Yes.
So it really tops it quite a lot.
And how about this? The Google Assistant is coming to iOS as well.
I mean, hey, man, Google all over the place.
Yeah, but remember, about 2 years ago, Apple released an app that could help you make sure that you basically transform into Apple. So if you're using an Android phone, you could basically just port into iOS easily like that. Yeah, and one of the things about the WWDC is that the Google iMessage. Do you know of the Google iMessage?
I know about it. Come on, you take me. I might be using an Android. Yeah, I know it.
Yes, so the Google iMessage, all the messages are now stored in the cloud. Yeah, so that will make sure that all your contacts, all your sharing capabilities are now managed much easier. Google has been quite big in that space as well, making sure that when you have got your contacts are stored in the Google Cloud, and then you're able to share them much easier as that. So the Google iMessage has now officially moved into the iCloud.
All right, nice. So basically, you see a lot of synchronizations happening, easily used from moving from one device to another. Basically, that's what a lot of these things are moving into, and you should be moving into that. So that's also a heads up to all you guys who are trying to build apps. Consider the kind of flexibility that when I use this for this, I should be able to use it in different platforms and different screens as well.
Yes, but most importantly, if you're a developer, you need to be able to study the latest Android patterns, the latest iOS patterns that have been released, to make sure that when you develop your apps do not they do not take another form. They must be able to look and feel like an Android app, because that is important.
So you actually make a good point, which means to all the app devs out there, or guys who are trying to be app developers, it's very important that you keep track of what's the latest trends are. Because this stuff every year is always changing. I mean, now people just bought the iPhone 7. The iPhone 8 is on the way very soon. So just look into those type of things. Keep track, keep up to date on the latest tech, and constantly improve. Yeah.
Yeah. So another thing of the WWDC event, one of the things that was announced, obviously the Mac Pro is coming into stores and it's going to be super sexy than ever. But one of my favorite things,
You just called a Mac Pro super sexy.
yeah, the new one. It's
So you finally like the Mac Pro?
yes, I like design, man.
It took some time.
Yeah. Anyway, now you can actually do multitasking on your Apple Mac. Yes, so you can have your emails open, you can have your music playing, you can have a document that you are typing, so you can basically do multitasking live on your Mac now.
So to all Apple users, welcome to the world of multitasking. You are welcome finally.
Yes. So now we're going to check out what's happening within the South African tech ecosystem. This is now where we get to share some of the tech facts in Africa in terms of the ecosystem. And one of the interesting things that we have for you today is the fact that you know, we've been talking about this for some time now. The internet usage in South Africa.
Yeah.
Where are we looking? Are most people getting connected and so forth? But listen to this. With internet access expected to grow by 44% annually between now and 2019, it is likely that all the mobile devices will soon become more commonplace within the business landscape.
I think it's already starting to happen.
Yes.
Because if you look at a lot of people, I mean, we're always on their devices, not only just for social media as well. And that's where there comes a part where when they build this phone and develop these phones, it's always Huawei P9, Huawei P10, and then P10 Plus, iPhone what and Plus, and it also goes up because they're now trying to see a lot of the people in the business world are using their phones to do a lot of business related stuff, and that's where you see even a company like BlackBerry, as much as they might be dead from a device point of view, that technology will still come into great use in the business and security element.
Yes, so it was predicted that one of the trends of 2017 in the tech space will be the fact that the mobile development space will be on enterprise apps. Yeah, so business apps are in demand, and that's what the companies have been moving into right now. You saw at the AB InBev hackathon Mixo on Tuesday, Microsoft actually did a presentation on DevOps. DevOps being obviously project development and company enterprise management methodology that embraces communication, continuous delivery, and automation of services. With that, it plays a huge part in terms of making sure that companies accelerate communication, and mobile apps have brought that capability to even do project management with ease right now. Different apps are available. Obviously, most development teams use platforms like Slack for communication.
Yeah.
You remember something called
Trello?
Yes, there is Trello, but then there's a platform by Microsoft. And I know that there's
SharePoint.
Asana. No, there's Asana. And then there's this platform by Microsoft. I forgot its name.
What is it?
But it's like Facebook, but for
Link.
No, not Link.
I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll tweet the name later on. But that platform by Microsoft allows you to basically have a Facebook account for your organization. It's like Facebook, but for the team. So the team announcements are done. They can do document management, document sharing, and all different types of activities. Yes, another.
So if you guys know the name, you can help us out. Just tweet us or Facebook us the name that Microsoft is using. Yeah.
Yama.
Yama. Okay.
Yes. Microsoft Yama. They actually acquired it from another organization. And it's quite fascinating. So do have a look at that. If you've got a small company, that's very helpful to have. Another thing that we have is the fact that Facebook has grown its African users by more than 40% to 170 million in just 2 years.
Facebook is like I don't know what to say, the new what, but Facebook is just on another level on its own. I mean, the way it's just killing it. It's just all over the place. It's the new Google, it's the Twitter, it's the Instagram, it's the WhatsApp all connected in one. It's able to, the Messenger. I mean, it makes sense that it's growing, and I think it's still going to grow rapidly because there's a lot of things that they're currently working on Facebook. I mean, if you see what banks are doing now with chatbots, right?
Yes.
You're able to talk to a bank through Facebook Messenger.
Yes.
So this is the part that I really like about where Facebook is going. It freaks me out because of the amount of information that we easily giving to them. But that's for me is like the new platform for everything.
Yes, and that's where Microsoft is at now. Windows apps developers. So that's where Microsoft is. I know that the guys in Durban are working along those type of technologies as well, making use of the Facebook Messenger in automation and artificial intelligence. ABSA do banking through social media now.
Yeah, ABSA are doing that. Standard Bank are also doing their banking through. I mean, you can literally do your banking related stuff using Facebook Messenger. So it's an extremely powerful tool right now.
Yes, and can you tell us about the app that FNB has just released?
Okay, so FNB just, I think it was yesterday, FNB just released, you can now, I mean, this is a headache for lots of people who want to renew their driver's license. You usually go to those long queues, it's a massive process, but now you can actually do it on an app. So there's an FNB app that you can use to actually do all your renewal of driver's license. So it's been processed, making it a lot faster. We'll tweet about it in a sec or so you guys can check it out and also put it up on Facebook. So for those of you guys who want to renew your driver's license and you're on Facebook, you're on FNB, lucky you.
Yeah, and the last tech fact that we have for you, listen to this. There's a company called AI Authenticate Computer Vision Labs. Wow.
AI what?
Anyway, they've created a technology called AIDX, which helps scientists to answer one of the most difficult questions, challenging and ad hoc solutions using artificial intelligence, and they can now ask, who is this person? Yeah, this is a world first developed here in South Africa. So the technology called AIDX in Cape Town. So they can now be able to provide the ability for you to ask who is this person, and then they'll be able to answer it in real time also. Yeah. Anyway, we're now going to take a quick ad break, and we'll be back after this.
Making a bold statement yet blending into the surrounding suburbs of Melville, 27 Boxes is a realization of edgy design and practical implementation. A radical departure from the shopping malls of our generation, yet not a return to the high streets of our youth. 27 Boxes showcases the best of a shopping centre set in a garden, surrounded by the bohemian suburb that is Melville. 27 Boxes, shop, play, eat.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.
And welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm just still trying to connect to the other Wi-Fi. Are you connecting, Chief?
I'm connecting. Gigs Connect.
All right. Yeah, so that's Mixo. Anyway, one of the things that we try to do is to make sure that we celebrate our African developers, African innovation, to make sure that we are growing the innovation ecosystem and finding out what are young developers working on. What's exciting? What type of technologies are they developing? And today we're looking.
So sorry, T. Before
Yeah.
we even move to today's focus, right?
Yeah.
This is one of the things that Geek Culture is really all about. That this is a platform for you guys as well. It's not just a platform for us, but it's a platform for you guys to showcase what is it that you're doing. Put your skills to work so the rest of the world can see it. And let's use a Geek Culture platform to actually pump your work out there and give you the platform to check out what's up. So yeah, you can carry on, bruh.
All right, thank you, Pastor. Anyway, today we are putting on the spotlight a platform called Even Me.
Even you.
Even Me. So this is an Android app. It was launched in December 2015, and it allows young people to interact, connect, and learn as a highly tangible resource where the young South Africans could get the tools and the know-hows needed to secure sustainable jobs or entrepreneurial income streams.
Yeah, so this is a great platform, especially if you look at the month that we're in. I know we're always trying to do stuff in Youth Month and whatnot, but this is a great platform for young people to connect and make use of. So is there other things, more features you can tell us about the app? Or the platform? Is it an app? Is it a website?
It's an app, but then you can go to evenme.co.za to check out what it's all about, and then download the app on Android. It's an Android app.
All right. So we'll be tweeting about it. We're putting it up right now, and we're gonna put it up on Facebook so you guys can check it out. Who's the genius behind this app?
So it's a couple of guys in Cape Town. Cape Town Cape Town is actually the city with the highest number of startups in Africa, and it was seen from that need. A couple of industry experts, people who have been managing large organizations and saw a need in the startup ecosystem, and obviously the young people with the need of making sure that the skills niche is bridged, and getting young people the right skills and equipping them with relevant skills needed to learn that job. So go check out the platform and see how you can make use of it.
Yeah, so if you feel that even you can do something, I just see just a couple of things that they put up. If you check their website, it says, even me, I can be an entrepreneur. Even me, I can get my dream job. Even me, I can study online. Even me, I can. So that's a great message to all of you guys out there, that even you can do some really great stuff. You just need to put the work into it and connect with people, network with people, and also look into possibly a platform like this to discover what is I've seen now they're putting some learnerships up there, so you can check them out on Twitter as well. It's called Even Me Life. So if you check it, Even Me Life, you'll do it. And we're just tweeting about the platform right now, so do follow it and get more info on it.
Yes. Misho, what's happening in the tech space? What are some of the things that one can get up to this week in particular?
So this is not entirely tech per se, but it links up with that. So there's Startup Grind Pretoria. It's happening tonight in Pretoria at Hatfield, Standard Bank Hatfield. And the thing that I like about it is they're focusing on franchising. So they're bringing in the founder of News Cafe, Postnet, and that life-killing food called Krispy Kreme. So he's a guy behind it, learning about franchising. So I think it's a great thing that, if you're in the tech space, sometimes you don't always have to be sitting and doing coding. Learn about the business side of things and see how these guys grow their business. So that's one of the things worth looking out for. That's what's happening this week from your side.
Okay,
Your side?
I just like to put it on record that the views expressed in this show do not represent those of Geek Culture, but those of Misho. So whatever views he has about a particular product, those are his views.
Guys, like Krispy Kreme, really, it's. Have you eaten that stuff?
Yes, it's delicious.
It's delicious. It's yes, but too much of that stuff, no, you look round and.
Anyway, so On Saturday we actually turned up to something. Believe it or not, we went to a birthday celebration. but what's more exciting about that is seeing young people taking their businesses further. And can you tell us about Petronella's Kitchen?
Oh yeah, so it's so weird. I've just crushed Krispy Kreme, but I'm going to talk about Petronella's Kitchen. So Petronella's Kitchen, this is a young lady from a web development space background. This is where we get to see that you don't have to stick to one thing, and because you studied this, you have to stick to that. So what Petronella does is very simple. She bakes, and she's really good at it. She bakes a lot of cakes. Lots of delicious. She baked the Geek Culture birthday cake. She can bake you your wedding cake. She can bake you whatever cake that you're looking for. So that's what she does. So she's basically in the cake making space. And you can check her out on Petronella's Kitchen. If you want a cake, you can even order a cake from her. And yeah, basically that's what she's doing. It's very good. But one thing I'm really interested in is there's this all businesses that are out there, right? And we should start utilizing things like the digital space. So I'm not saying everybody should be a social media freak or guru or whatever it is, but look at how can you leverage on social media and the digital space. Maybe put your business online so people can find it. It's always great to put your stuff out there so a lot of people can know about it.
All right, but I think one of the most important thing that one must do is if you have technical skills and you have interest in a different sector, or you are good at dancing or something like that. Now, how do you use those technical skills in making sure that you accelerate your other career?
Yeah, basically put those skills to work. That's the major thing. I mean, if you already got one set of skill sets, as you mentioned in the technical space, right? Look into how do you plug that into doing another business. So first, let's say you're a web developer. You can actually build websites for other people and make some sort of income out of it. I mean, there's a lot of businesses. I mean, when we went to Soweto, we realized that there's actually a lot of businesses that are doing good stuff. Nobody knows about it. You can plug them on social media, and they don't have social media platforms. They're not using any of that. So guys, because you have the skill, there's so much that you can do with it. Don't just sit and wait to be hired. Even if it's just 1,000 rand that you make over a weekend or 2,000 rand, it's better than making 0 rand. So look into how do you put your skills to good use. Sometimes just volunteer. Put your skills go build a platform for an NGO or something. Make that platform online. And the nice thing about that is you can actually get some credits from Google. Google likes working with people who work with NGOs. So you can actually do some digital stuff and learn how to do Google AdSense and AdWords through just working with an NGO.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are celebrating Youth Month. It is the Geeks Connect show. You can connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn as well, at Geek Culture, hashtag Geeks Connect, at Brand Live Radio. So do connect with us in all platforms. Tell us what are you thinking? What are you doing this Youth Month? What are you doing to make sure that this country move forward? Are you playing your part? And how can we possibly collaborate? Do you have any event that you want to invite us to? Hit us up, connect@geekculture.com. And if you have got an app, you've got a solution that you think that it must get more users, because you need to make sure that your solutions get to the hands of the people. So do connect with us, connect@geekculture.com.
Talking about apps, T, what's your thoughts on apps? I mean, we get a lot of requests for people wanting apps. Do you think we need an app for everything?
Don't be ridiculous. But the app ecosystem in South Africa, it has gained a lot of strength. But there's this motive now that a lot of techies don't want to be developing apps. We are now moving into a world of artificial intelligence. So obviously we'll need to make sure that we integrate mobile apps into artificial intelligence, but the notion of building apps, everybody have app ideas. The thing is, there are a lot of app ideas right now, but then how do you make sure that you integrate the different type of technologies in making sure that you have you have a thing of that will integrate into the fourth industrial revolution, where now we've got more things connected to the internet than people. How do you make sure that you integrate different type of technologies? How do you make sure that your app really have that thing? It has that thing of adding more value. It has more thing of accessibility, because accessibility is important, obviously. How do you make sure that your app technologies are within the standards? And we emphasize a lot that developers need to be studying the different design patterns.
Yeah.
The Google I/O just came on. The WWDC event is taking place this week. How do you make sure that you study the different technologies and find the integration? I think one of the key things that we've been trying to champion in Africa, how do we take advantage of optical technologies as well? We know that optical technologies have helped shape the health industry.
For some of us who don't know what optical technology, what is that?
So optical technologies, firstly, we are dealing with light. So dealing with light technologies, you're dealing with things like lasers.
Yeah.
But the problem is manufacturing, the industrialization of that of those technologies. South Africa has been slowing down a lot. We have to go to a quick ad break, and we'll play a song as well, and then we'll be back with Mr. Mukelani Dimba, the chairperson of the Open Government Partnership.
Let's connect on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za, an industry first in the world of internet radio. Not only are we an internet radio station, we are an internet radio platform for your brand. So why not expose your brand to potentially thousands of listeners and improve your customer relationships and brand equity with podcasts and live broadcasts? Be sure to check brandlive.co.za for more information. brandlive.co.za, harnessing the power of internet radio.
Wow, what is song played? You can tell who picked that song. So that's one of T's favorite songs. I don't know what it's all about, but yeah, he's a rock star, this one.
Remember, if you are into tech, if you're a programmer and stuff like that, you need to be playing rock. It goes with the field.
I don't know how true that is, but I'm not a dev, so I can't really comment on that.
Yes, so this is a tech show, ladies and gentlemen. Geeks Connect, connecting you to the industry leaders, connecting you to the users of applications, connecting you to the innovation platforms, opportunities, structures, and the tools you need to accelerate your innovation, the tools you need to accelerate in the market, the tools you need to make sure that you are part of the market share within the sector of technology you are in. And today, we are talking something interesting, civic tech.
Yes.
We're talking open government partnership. We've got Mr. Mukelani Dimba on the show. We'll be chatting to him, and then he'll be telling us what are the opportunities for young people. How do people play a role within the open government partnership? How do people play their part in making sure that we accelerate, especially on the space of open data? How do we make use of the different data that is available for new innovation, for key decision making? We know that the UN in January made a resolution that data must become one of the sustainable development goals aspects. And that conference took place in Cape Town. It was quite an interesting one to see where we are in terms of the open data space.
Yeah, so one of the things I'm really looking forward to asking him is just a bit of clarity. What is civic tech?
Okay.
And where are we going with open data? And, basically, how can a lot of young people jump into it? So, looking forward to this conversation.
Yes. Just to remind those who are watching live on Facebook and Instagram to listen to the interview, please log on to brandlive.co.za.
Yes.
Brandlive.co.za to listen to the interview. Welcome to this show, sir.
Good morning. Thank
Morning.
you for the opportunity.
Yes, you are most definitely welcome. I have Mixo here on the show as well, is the co-host, and we're looking forward to chatting to you this morning.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Yes. Can you firstly just tell us who we are speaking to exactly, to the listeners out there?
Okay. My name is Mukelani Dimba. I'm from Durban. As you rightly said earlier, I'm one of the 4 chairpersons of the Open Government Partnership. But before assuming this role, I was the executive director of the Open Democracy Advice Center, which is based in Cape Town.
Awesome.
All right, that's a very interesting profile. Looking forward to a lot of things. We saw today you were really quite heavily tweeting, so we can tell that you're amped up for today's session. Let's just get it on.
Yeah, let's do.
All right, so can you just tell us a little bit about a brief about the Open Government Partnership? What is it? So that our young guys out there can understand a little bit what is it and how they can then eventually take part in it or be part of it.
Yeah, sure. The Open Government Partnership, or OGP for short, is a fairly new multinational, multi-stakeholder initiative that was established in 2011 by 8 heads of state, which included President Obama, President Zuma, President Rousseff from Brazil, and others. The whole idea behind the establishment of OGP was to create a space and a platform where countries could work together, support each other in promoting the values of transparency, accountability, and civic participation using technology. I think that's an important aspect of OGP for your audience today. That the whole idea is to see how we leverage technologies to promote these values of transparency and accountability. It started out as an initiative by 8 countries, but today we have 75 countries that are part of the OGP.
Nice. And then another one, civic tech.
Yeah.
What is this civic tech that everybody's talking about, and how does it link to OGP?
Okay, so before I answer the question, I need to issue a public warning that I am not a technologist myself. I come from the policy background of the policy space. I've been a transparency activist for a long while now. However, we look at civic technology as those technologies that are produced or made available for the citizens to make their voices heard in the processes of government. Mm-hmm. So wherever you have government deciding on a policy or deciding on a specific decision, you need to have the citizens weighing in on that decision-making process. Nice. And technology is a key component of that. And that's how we understand by civic tech.
Okay.
Yes. Looking at that, we are at Youth Month, right? What do you think is the role that young people can play within the Open Government Partnership?
You know, the OGP is all about creating good governance or better governance. Let me just put it like that.
Oh, yes.
But it has to be better governance for a specific purpose. And the purpose is addressing developmental challenges and developmental issues that each country faces. Now, a number of the countries that are part of OGP suffer from what is called the youth bulge. That is to say, the population is predominantly youthful.
Yeah.
The biggest segment of the population is constituted by young people. And we all know that young people are at the forefront of using technology, of driving technological advancement. And therefore, for me, it's only obvious that we should, by all means, get the youth involved in initiatives such as the OGP, because they are all about imagining a future where things are done differently. And that future is now. That future is the youth today. It's not some distant future that no one has an idea of. Let's look at the issues that the youth today are concerned about and see how then an initiative such as OGP can help address those concerns.
All right. Do you feel that the youth are, as much as it's open to them, do you feel that they know enough about it, and do they take part in it? And if there are any activities, or what are some of the activities that the youth can actually take part and be aware of?
I would say the youth is now beginning to be involved in OGP. It hasn't always been the case. For a long, long time, OGP was a cozy little conversation between governments and elite NGOs. And a lot of us have been trying to change that around to try and create diversity in the conversation that is happening around open governance. And I'm now very happy to see that groups such as Gig Culture and many others throughout the world are now beginning to make their voices and their presence felt within the OGP space, which is fantastic, but we need to do more. How we do this, I would say it starts at local levels. It starts with your municipality, getting involved in processes at municipal level, but also importantly, getting involved at OGP processes in your own country. For example, once countries have joined the OGP, they are required to develop what is called a National Action Plan, which is a set of commitments that the country is making to advance, to promote accountability and transparency in that country. And the national action plans need to be informed by the views and the opinions of the community. And I think the youth can play an important role in development of the national action plans, because we do assess how countries are doing to implement the commitments in their national action plans. And I would just say it very, very frankly, that the national action plans we see being developed by these 75 countries really do not show the needs or the concerns of the youth. So I think the youth has an opportunity there to get in and begin to make their needs and their concerns felt and heard in the processes leading to the development of national action plans. I mean, just to give you an example, we know that in South Africa, youth unemployment is a major issue. It's a huge concern. The statistics vary. There are those that say about 40% of the youth are unemployed. Some states will even put that at 60%. So the question for me is, how does this issue feature in the National Action Plan? And the answer is no, it doesn't. It doesn't feature at all. We are not addressing this very huge youth concern in the National Action Plans. But I think the challenge is then with you guys to ensure that this changes.
Oh, that's quite a mouthful. Anyway,
sorry.
So as a build up to the summit in Paris, right? What are some of the key things we must know about it? I mean, now we're talking. Let's say we're talking the youth as well. Now we want to know more about the OGP, and we know now about the National Action Plan and where to find info. But as a build up to the summit in Paris, what are some of the key activities or key things we should know about?
So the Paris summit was important in that it produced what is called the Paris Declaration for Open Government. Within that declaration, the countries that are part of OGP agreed on a set of collective actions to accelerate open governance. Collective actions are basically those things that government and civil society agree as priorities that need to be worked on by all OGP countries. Now, for your audience, I think you'll be keen to learn that there are some collective actions that relate to open data and building common digital tools and capacity. Within that category of actions, you have things such as collaborative data infrastructure. You have things such as working together to create guiding principles on open data policies. You have things related to creating an open source software policy and many others. So I would encourage your audience to have a look at the Paris Declaration and look at what these collective actions say about the space in which you're operating, and begin to reach out to those governments that have made specific commitments on those collective actions, and again, make your voice heard in that space.
Oh, okay. So South Africa also signed the Paris deal, right? In the Open Government Partnership.
Yes, as a member,
Yes.
they are signatory to the Paris Declaration.
All right. How do you think the Open Government Partnership have helped South Africa in accelerating openness and transparency?
I would say it's still early days yet to answer that question, because it's still a fairly new initiative, and in South Africa it's not well known. I will be frank with you on that one. So the challenge for us that we need to work on is to ensure that there is public awareness about OGP, and to ensure that the OGP commitments made by the government are being implemented effectively. And only then will we be in a position to say that OGP has helped South Africa in one way or the other to advance openness. Right now, it's still too early to tell.
All right.
So how do people, so looking into the future of OGP, right, what are some of the opportunities that young people can be excited about? And also, how do we connect with you and the OGP?
The beauty of OGP is that it doesn't prescribe what needs to be done by members of the OGP, but it says, look at your own context, look at your own situation, and decide what are the issues or the areas of work that you want to bring into OGP. So that's the opportunity for young people to say, in these national action plans, what is government saying about open data, for example?
Yeah.
What is government saying about youth unemployment? If the National Action Plan is silent on the things that you care about, the OGP allows you to make recommendations and proposals for those things to be included in the National Action Plan. So it's an open book. It's for you to decide how you implement OGP in your own country. Regarding making contact with us, we are on Twitter. You can find us at OpenGovPart. Okay. OpenGovPart. You can check out our website, which is www.opengovpartnership.org. Or you can send us an email at info@opengovpartnership.org.
All right. Can you just give us the website again?
It's opengovpartnership.org.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah. We thank you so much for availing your time to chat to us more this morning. But what last message do you have to the youth out there regarding the Open Government Partnership? Should they be more active? What must they do?
Especially the innovators out there. I mean, we want to progress our country, and there's this talk about open data. We want to tap into it. So what is the message to the youth out there, the innovators, the creatives?
I would say reach out to your social justice NGOs, like NGOs that are working in areas such as education, health, environmental NGOs, housing NGOs. Reach out to them and ask them what are the challenges that they are facing in their day-to-day work, and begin to think about what solutions you might be able to come up with as a data specialist or a data practitioner, and let's have these solutions being brought up. There are many hubs around the country, and there are many civic tech organizations around the country that are looking at these questions. So reach out to them as well. In Cape Town, you have Code for SA. In Durban, you've got Open Data Durban. In Joburg, there are many. You guys will know much more about the Joburg ecosystem than I would of civic tech organizations that are looking into these issues. And let's have these collaborative efforts between your data specialists and your social justice activists. And let's create this conversation. And I'm very, very keen on looking at what solutions are our open data colleagues able to come up with to help us as social justice organizations deal with the issues and the problems that we deal with on a day-to-day basis in our communities. So reach out and have these conversations.
Oh yes. One last thing. What's your Twitter handle?
It's Mukelani OGP 2017.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for availing time to chat to us this morning.
Thank you
Yeah,
for the
we hope,
invitation.
yes, we hope to engage more and see the issue of open governance growing in South Africa.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for your time.
Yes,
Cheers.
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick ad break and we'll be back after this.
Making a bold statement yet blending into the surrounding suburbs of Melville, 27 Boxes is a realization of edgy design and practical implementation. A radical departure from the shopping malls of our generation, yet not a return to the high streets of our youth. 27 Boxes showcases the best of a shopping centre set in a garden, surrounded by the bohemian suburb that is Melville. 27 Boxes, shop, play, eat.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are still tuned into Gigs Connect Show with myself, Tiyani, and
myself, Mixo.
yes,
Thought you were gonna
we're
introduce me.
broadcasting live in one of the boxes at 27 Boxes, which is quite awesome. Yeah, do reach out to us. You know, we've had quite a mouthful of information from Bramux. Yes, that's what they want me to call him, Bramux.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of info. So if you guys do want more information around that, do contact us. And he gave us his details, also his own social media. So he's more than willing to talk to you guys and give you all the necessary info. But that was quite a lot of good information worth using. I mean, it's nice to see that there's platforms that are open for the young people to come and tap into.
Yes, like using the term tap into. Yes, so Michelle likes a lot of exploration, and it's what you must do. You must discover and be discovered. And we'll also be hosting a lot of open data programs. We've been hosting a lot of open data quests where we present you with a lot of data, and then with that data, you see what to do. Come up with a story angle around that. How do you use open data to solve a particular issue? How do you use open data to bring more interaction with the government? How do you use open data to make sure that there's better service delivery?
Yeah.
That is what is important. And section 3.1 of this constitution, if I'm not mistaken, it says that everyone has an access to information. So the information that the government have, you are entitled to that information, and a lot of government departments have been releasing that data. The city of Ekurhuleni have their own open data portal. City of Cape Town have their own open data portal. City of Tiyani have been doing some work around open data in addressing cable theft around the city.
Yeah, so it's great that so now I can use the word tap into because of you. But yeah, it's a great platform for you guys to tap into, and we want to see a lot of openness within the space. We want to see the governments open the data to you guys, so that we can use it. Because personally, I believe things like apps are going to be just interfaces. It's the data, the engines at the back,
Yes.
the information that's out there, and it's the data is there. Let's use the real data that they can give us access to. I mean, knowing what's going on in your city, the right exact info.
Yes. Quickly, Michelle, what are you turning up to this weekend or this week?
Tonight I'm heading out to Startup Grind, Pretoria. That's what's happening. Other than that, I'm taking it easy, trying to take it easy this weekend. We'll be doing some few shots here and there. But other than that, nothing much for me this week. Definitely next week, we're doing the Tiyani hack. So there's a...
Hacking the capital city, that's awesome.
We hacking the cap city. So there's a couple of guys coming through that'll be putting out the challenges. So for the next 3 days, from the 13th until the 15th, we'll be at CSRR with the city of Tiyani and trying to come up with solutions for the city. A couple of those challenges have submitted, and we'll be with the teams there and working and helping them out.
Yeah. If there are any events that you know of, do let us know. Let us come invade your space. Make sure that there's good Wi-Fi. That's always important.
Very important. Please don't invite us if there's no Wi-Fi, unless if you're going to give us data SIM cards. We need to be connected. You know?
Yes, I also have power points where we can connect to power, but
Power banks.
Yes, we do have our own plugs. We'll bring our own plugs. Don't worry about that.
And we've got our own extension cables.
But yeah, let's grow the tech ecosystem. Let's keep it going and keep on doing what you do.
Peace out.
Peace out, y'all.
brandlive.co.za